Here we go.
Hi there, I'm Jonathan. I'm the Dungeon Master for Nat One Heroes, a story-driven role-playing group, tabletop specifically, but it's mostly online now. Maybe someday, if we get enough patrons, we can do all this shit in person, and that'd be amazing. But
Humans.
I would be incredibly touched if that were to happen. But maybe you guys should see us do an episode before we do that. And speaking of episodes, our players made some decisions last episode that were very interesting. Some saner than others. Uh, their entire town they were operating out of was literally stolen and lifted into the air with them on it. The work of a man by the name of Harold Gelfos, an actuary for the Divine Empire, under what he referred to as the God King, Ailta. Harold left to go to steal his next town, as apparently he's been doing this for quite a while. The players went to a town hall meeting where they discovered that Harold had, in fact, purchased a manor, an abandoned manor in town, known as the Tassimir House. And the players decided to investigate it, where they saw men of clay working on the structure throughout the night.
Mm-hmm.
They tried to go in through the back door under the guise of delivering a letter to Harold Gelfos, increasingly irritating the one clay man who they met. Ruin tried to massage one of their eyes.
I'm never gonna live this down. Oh my goodness.
No, you're not.
Mate, you have to ask for consent if you're just gonna go around poking clay golems in the fucking eye.
In her defense, the golem did take the eye out so he could watch us. He set it on the table next to him so he could watch us.
Yes, because the
whole thing
golem
was
did not
weird.
trust you.
Wouldn't trust him either.
Ruin kept on pushing and found the golem's limit and was thrown through a wall by the golem, taking 15 damage and landing prone.
That's not totally how I
With-
remember it. Like, I did get thrown through the wall, but I don't feel like I was pushing at all.
So, I think we'll start there.
Of course you do. Damn.
Ruin,
Yes.
you are blown backwards, and this is probably one of the most painful things you have ever felt in your life. You have bits of wooden lath stuck in your back right now,
Oh,
just
wow.
going through there as you just get driven through there. And you hit the back, and the world seems to go in slow motion. And you land on your front, and everything's quiet. Your ears are ringing, but nobody else is moving. Nothing is moving. Nothing at all. The golem is frozen in air. Zermos is frozen, and you can't tell if it's concern or horror on his face. You
Probably
can't tell what's
both.
going on with Revenant's face because Revenant is wearing his mask.
I'm sure Revenant is concerned. Revenant is always so kind.
Damn that.
But-
Can I move? Even if everything else is frozen, can I move?
Yes, and in the hole that you just made is a small basket.
Basket? What's
A small basket.
It's like a fruit basket? Like Silent Peter fruit basket?
It looks like the same type of basket, and it has some roasted nuts and like a beer in a sippy cup and a little invitation.
In the middle of a battle, what should I do? I
The
think
world's frozen.
I think I should check out the sippy cup and the invitation.
Okay, so you get this sippy cup of beer,
Mm-hmm.
and the invitation says, Professor Peter presents Remedial Golemology 101. The Green Tent Learning Annex, hallway to your left.
I look to my left.
There's a green tent flap.
I'm in it.
All right. You see the little entrance. There's nobody at the ticket booth right now. There's nobody at the ticket booth to the green tent, and it just opens up into the whole green tent.
Okay.
Going inside,
Mhm.
Nobody in there, but there's another flap all the way across, just across the dirt circle.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I'll follow that.
You follow that, you go through, and you find yourself in almost an auditorium style thing. It looks like a college with just tiered seating, circular, just arranged around a chalkboard in the center.
Is there anything on
And
the chalkboard?
in front of the chalkboard is Silent Peter. And he has his little clown jingly bells and stuff. He's got his porcelain skin, and he's wearing a mortarboard above his clown hat. And he looks at you, and he takes his little stick and he taps his wrist, and then he points at you, and then he points to a seat.
I am feeling very chastised, and I will go immediately to the seat and sit down and be an apt pupil. And not,
All right.
not apt pupil.
So the chalkboard is on a central pivoting hinge, not a hinge, but little dowels going through it so it can be rotated.
Mhm.
And he swings it around and he underlines the today's lesson. So you done fucked up. And he walks over to another Silent Peter of a different color who's just lying down like this and smacks him across the head, like very deliberately. Green Silent Peter goes, and he points to the board. An introduction to brass vein golems.
Brass vein golems. Okay.
All right.
I'm wrapped. Okay.
And he rotates the chalkboard again, and there's a drawing on there that you didn't see before when it was 180 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a cross-hatched chalk drawing of the same golem you saw earlier.
Okay.
Low is beside it. Strong. And strong is underlined multiple times.
Yeah, I did pick up on that. Does my back still hurt? It's like
Cannot be distracted is written underneath that. Dutiful is written
whoa.
underneath that.
We need to work on timing because this would have been useful information about 2 hours ago.
He smacks you across the head with the little stick.
Ow!
Then he
I'm just telling you.
Mhm.
Thank you. I mean, thank you. Thank you is what I mean. It's timing.
Yep. And he points beneath that. Damage invulnerabilities.
What does that mean?
Bludgeoning, piercing, slashing.
Hmm.
And he looks at you and he like mimes raising a hand. He points to you.
I'm vulnerable to all those. I'm not like Gollum.
And roll me an insight check because he's silent and he can't tell you things.
Oh, I got some one.
You
Oh,
think he wants you to
no.
come up and draw your experience.
Oh, I don't want to do that, but I'm gonna go do that.
All right,
I usually does not
do
want
that.
to go do that.
And
So
you
just gonna
pick-
confidently be like, "Oh, he just wants me to come up there and show him what I did." So I'm gonna pop
All
up
right.
to the court.
you go up there and you pick up the chalk and he smacks it out of your hand really quickly and like smacks your fingers.
Why you gotta to be like that.
And then he like rolls up a little dunce cap and puts it on you and like just taps the seat. And you get to re-roll insight on that one.
It's so bad. I really hope I do not roll another one.
Oh no.
Something. Oh, that was better. All right, that's better roll. That plus. It was an 18 plus. So 18. I don't apparently have any wisdom, which I'm role playing pretty
He
well.
wants you to raise your hand before you ask a question.
Like that?
Yeah. You raise your hand and he gestures with his little stick.
Okay. All right, I'll sit down and just patiently receive the lesson.
Okay. And then he flips it over. And he shows a drawing of a sword going through the golem's neck. And there's like a little line through it. And like he just erases the line and writes, "Don't bother."
Okay.
And like he flips it over, shows another drawing of a golem being smashed in with a hammer.
Okay.
And then just the drawing's fine again. You know, just a golem. Don't bother.
Even a magical hammer?
And he looks at you. And he, after you raise your hand, he points to you.
Even my magical hammer that you gave me? That's a bummer.
Yeah, he nods. And then he flips over. And now on there is a drawing of a piece of paper, all scroll-like, with a whole bunch of writing on it. And it says, Golem Chem.
All right.
And he points to you as you raise your hand.
What's a golem Kim?
And he puts a sign that it's an equal sign with a little squiggly thing over it.
Hmm.
Human soul. Golem's anchor to reality. And as you raise your hand, he points to you again.
Is that their vulnerability?
And he nods. And he like takes the dunce cap off your head. And like smacks another sleeping silent Peter. And puts it on his head. As you raise your hand, he points to you again.
How do we use that vulnerability? Like, how do we separate them from their soul, the human soul?
And he writes, "Destroy Kim."
What?
It points to you again.
What's the chem is the soul? What is it? I don't.
And he puts his head in his hands. And he like grabs one of the silent Peters who's sleeping and like stretches him out and pulls his shoulders across and like lengthens his arms and stuff like that. He's like adjusting this silent Peter like he's made out of clay until he's roughly golem shaped.
Okay.
And then he holds up an example piece of paper and he like tears it in half and the other silent Peter just falls away.
Huh. How do we
He
how do I
points to you
find
again.
how do I find the piece of paper chem for the golem? Is it just there with him?
And he flips over the drawing board and there is an anatomical drawing of a rat skeleton on it.
Okay.
You want to roll insight on that one?
Sure, why not? I can't roll only ones. I could roll a 4, but it's like a 1. Not a 1.
I'm going to say with a 4, and you knowing what you know, like this is actually a really low check. Like this was basically, if you got in that one, I was gonna have you do bad.
Oh, good.
But he looks at you and sees that you're having trouble getting it. and he writes the creepy bastard's pet rat on there.
Gotcha. Right. He was gonna find the
Ow.
dirt. I want to say Silent Peter. I can't. Revenant. I don't know. He's not a bastard, maybe, but he's sweet.
And he like raises his
He's really sweet.
like where his eyebrows would be at you.
You know, people have things about clowns, and I don't like it when people say mean things about you. So and it's fine.
And he like flips over the chalkboard and he writes, "Dude killed a dog."
I do agree that was kind of that's
you,
not my
you don't know about that. This is you first hearing about.
Oh, this is my first hearing? Okay, sorry. Well, that's not my favorite thing, but he might have had a good reason. Maybe.
And he shrugs and
Well,
does the little wavy thing with his hand.
well, that's probably a deviation from the point that we need to achieve. So basically,
He nods.
skeleton rat will be able to find the golem chem, and then we can destroy that, and the golems will be gone. Can the skeleton rat
He just as you raise your hand, he's like, "Don't, we're good. We're good." He
Okay.
gives
Can
his
the
thumbs up.
skeleton rat destroy the chem, or do we need to do it?
Mm.
You don't know. Okay.
He shrugs.
I will try and figure out how to communicate all of this to Revenant in the middle of the battle we are about to start.
And he looks at you and he flips the board over again and like in huge letters covering up the entire thing. Run.
Oh,
And then in parentheses beneath that is strategic retreat. Very small.
right. No, I agree. I think that's probably our best bet.
And like you hear the bell ring and like the other silent Peters start leaving.
Okay.
And then he sits down at his desk and he looks like he's grading papers now.
It's Professor Peter.
Yes.
Does he? Yeah. Okay. He's got the mortar. I got to remember that. Thank you, Professor Peter, for your help. And I am genuinely sorry for my rash behavior that caused this problem. And I appreciate your intervention very much.
He nods and he like hands you a little caramel in a just a little wrapper.
I'm gonna eat it. Thank you. I'm gonna skip just a little bit because I feel a little lighthearted that he's watching out for me, and hopeful that I haven't completely ruined everything for my friends, even though I'm pretty sure that when I get back out of the green tent, it's not gonna be great. But I'm gonna skip a little bit.
Okay. Back to the action. You guys see Ruin on the ground in front of the wall she was just thrown through, going, "Oh, that makes sense. Thank you, Professor Peter. Yeah, I feel like I understand the subject matter so much better now."
Oh, fucking hell, she's concussed.
All right.
She wasn't bright to begin with, and I don't think that helped.
Ruin, don't fall asleep. If you fall asleep,
He's right.
I'm not entirely sure what could happen, but probably not something good.
No, you go into
All
a
right.
coma. I read it in a magazine.
Ruin,
Yes.
you're back awake.
Okay. Am I still? Does my back still hurt? Did I get healed or
Oh,
anything?
your back hurts like hell.
You didn't give me a healing caramel?
No.
Oh man.
No.
Professor Peter.
He was like just an old man giving you a Werther's original just then because you were
I
having a
feel
bad
like
day.
it should have been a healing caramel, but all right. Well,
There's a wrapper in your hand and it says "stupid should hurt sometimes" on it.
okay, that's fair. You know, timing, but that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I accept.
Okay. And getting back into combat, Revenant is at the top of the initiative order with a 23.
So I'm going to point at Ruin, and in my hand, a pair of lungs forms, and I cast Healing Word, and the lungs start to deflate and decay. And let me just cast Healing Word. I'm sorry. This is at first level too, so 6 points of healing.
All right.
Thank you so much. That was very nice of you.
Then
That's why I had to
I'm-
defend you.
I'm going to take out of my pocket a little canine tooth with the root still attached. I'm going to swallow it, and then something weird's gonna happen. My arm, the arm with the shield on it, pops out of its socket with a sickening crunch, and starts to burn with like blue flames licking around it, and then explodes into an like half skeletal dog that has no legs. The arm completely becomes a spine, and I cast Vicious Maul. Um,
Vicious Maul is a
So-
homebrewed spell.
Nice.
and Revenant's gonna say something too.
You've done it. You've pissed me off, you fat dickhead.
You come into this house and you make me betray my Kim.
Also, 25 to hit,
It's
or 8 damage, and I have to do a strength or an athletics, right, for grapple.
yep.
Okay, let's use a lucky dice. Oh man, that's an 8 plus 3. That's 11.
All right, let's see. It does not grapple him. And you get the feeling it did less damage than it should have.
Oh boy.
All right, there's something fucky with these guys. I don't think hitting them is going to be really effective.
So I know you think I'm crazy, but I just trust me when I say they're invulnerable to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. The only thing that's gonna help us is your rat, Revenant. We need to run away.
Yeah, I'm in favor of running away. Actually, in this moment, yeah. And then Revenant's gonna spend his movement because I forgot I have movement. I'm gonna run
Okay. 20 feet or okay.
25 feet.
All right.
Is that?
Yep.
Is that 25 feet?
Okay. Next up in the initiative order is Zermos.
Okay. I don't want to provoke an attack of opportunity, so I kind of want to get around the golem and get over to Ruin to try and heal her.
All right.
Is there a way for me to do that?
It'll
Okay.
take you 25 feet to get to her.
Yeah, I do that. I'll do that. I think I have 30 feet of movement. Yeah, I have 30 feet of movement.
Okay.
Okay.
You want
And
to be right there then? Yeah. You'll
yeah,
just
I'll be right there.
right in
there.
front of her. Right in front of her.
I go through the hole that she made in the plaster.
Yeah, you
I
go through.
didn't make it. He made it. He just used me to do it.
It's very convenient. There's a person-sized hole in this wall. Very easy to
Okay,
get through.
if there's anything that should be being compared to a hammer right now, it should be the golem.
And I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds 2nd level, which is 2d8 plus 3. Oh no, where's my d8? No.
Do you want me to roll you a d8?
It's
You
here.
trust me to roll you a d8?
Absolutely not. I
Yeah.
will.
Never say yes to that.
Well, I mean, I guess. How much can I ask? How much did you get from the last one? Because I wrote it down, I thought, but I don't remember. How much healing did you get before? Because I don't want to blow that.
You
I don't
are
wanna blow that-
assessing Ruin's situation, and it looks like she is better than she was, but she is not
Yeah.
100%.
I'll do it.
If you want the exact number, it's in roll 20. It's 6.
Okay. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'll catch that second level. All right, here we go. That is 7. Oh, 2d8. 7 or 11 plus 3. So 14 points of healing. So she should be right as rain now.
I am right as rain now. Yes, that should get me all the way up to the top.
Okay.
She'd be right.
So that was my movement and my action, right?
That was your movement and your action.
Okay.
Ruin, it is your turn.
Can I stand up?
It'll take half your movement.
That's fine. And then I'm gonna maybe
Or you know what?
what?
Let's say Zermos actually helped you up as he was healing you.
Okay.
Cool.
I'll allow that.
And so we're in the hallway, right?
You're in the hallway.
So we're not right by the golem. Can I, pull Zermos with me? Like, I don't want to leave him to be hurt, but I don't want to abandon him. But I also don't want to stick around for them to attack us.
The
If
normal
you'll-
rules are if you carry him, it's half movement.
Yeah. If
Move like a
you'll
square.
if you'll use an action to sort of grab him,
Mm-hmm.
I'll allow you to go 30 feet.
Okay, I will do that.
All right. And that puts you right beside
Revenant.
Revenant.
I don't want to leave him alone with the golems. It seems
All
not.
right. And that is the golem's turn. And it is slow. And it's just steps and shambles through everything.
I
And
need a partner.
sort of squelches as it goes across the floor and gets closer to you. And it's about 10 feet away from Zermos and can't do anything from there.
Good.
It's back up to Revenant.
Surprise, I'm gonna fuck you up.
I would like to point out his terrifying dog skull is talking as he talks.
No, actually, Revenant's not talking. The dog skull is talking.
Oh, the dog skull is talking. Yeah.
I'm gonna let's see. I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead.
All right.
What's that?
21 to hit.
21 to hit. And necrotic damage?
Yeah. So he's taken damage, so it's 9 necrotic damage.
Necrotic damage does nothing to him.
Oh,
It just
shit.
absorbs the spell. You see him like swallow it.
Really, the only thing that can stop him is your rat. We got to just get out of here.
Square fair thinking, fuck that of ideas, mate. Let's just run.
Yep. All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right. You make your way just around the T of the hall,
Mm-hmm.
and you are just outside the mudroom. Zermos, what you doing?
Since she's up on her feet, and I haven't received any information about how to stop this thing. Well, it would appear to me that we are running, which for once I am in favor of. But I have an idea that will buy us some time, and I'm gonna cast Warding Wind
All right.
on my location. And
Give me the relevant info on that.
some of the effects, it's a strong wind, 20 miles per hour, blows around you in a 10-foot radius and moves with you, remaining centered on you. The wind lasts for the spell's duration. Oh, never mind. I thought it just stayed in one spot. I guess it just follows me.
Yep.
Well,
So you're
fuck-
not doing that?
No, fuck that. I don't want to do that. I was trying to put something in its way because I think it creates difficult terrain. So then it would slow it down even more, so it just wouldn't be able to keep up with us.
So roll me insight.
You know what? I'll do you one better. I'll roll you insight. 11.
Okay. It was much bigger than the ruin-sized hole that it made, and it just squeezed through it without being slowed down by it. Things naturally slow already.
Oh god, he's like a mud person.
Actually, it's exactly what he is. A mud person. That's a golem. They're made of like clay, mud.
He screams at you, "Leave this place.
Is anyone in
It is
disagreement with?
not yours to
No.
be here."
Is anyone in
let's go.
disagreement with this?
No, we agree. We want to leave
Yeah.
now. Let's just go.
Hey, you know what? Ugly man, we agree with you for once, and we're gonna go. So, tally ho.
As the workers say, you'd best beat cheeks.
I think that means something
Fuck you,
different.
mate. Fuck you, mate. I'm leaving not because you're big and scary, or because you're made of clay and your knees are weird. No, I'm leaving because I'm on the mission and you fucking play.
Yes, yes, yes. Come along, come along.
I do not care for your reasons. I only care that you leave. I will deliver your message later today.
Thank you.
Hey, did you see
All
that?
the best to you.
Hey,
Where is your message?
I'm not walking anywhere near you.
Was the message a lie?
It was on the desk.
Go
I
look
left it
on
on
the
the
desk.
Go
Thank you.
look. Go look on the desk. We'll wait.
My eye is still on the desk and it sees no message.
Well,
Not
because you
your
started
eye.
throwing people.
It probably got moved by the wind when you threw me.
There's a lot of gust when you throw a person through a wall.
Exactly.
That is reasonable to assume. I will check for it. Leave this place.
Yeah, we're doing
gonna
that. Go
leave.
ahead. Go ahead and
We're
turn.
leaving this place.
Yeah, we're doing that. Just turn your back real quick. Just go ahead, turn around, start walking into the room.
You see, he splits himself in half, and one half hops after you, and the other half hops into the room.
Okay.
But we're running.
Okay, you guys are running out of there?
Yeah, we're out of
Yes.
here.
Okay, you get
Revenant's
out.
already out of there.
Ruin.
It is not on the floor. Perhaps it went into the fireplace.
That's probably what happened.
I am sorry for the negligence in my duties.
You should
If
throw
you wish
yourself in
to
the fire.
slide your next message under the front door, you may do so, but do not do anything else.
All right, thanks. We will.
Friends, are we all present and accounted for?
Yes.
All of us are here.
Wait,
We
except
might want to turn the map off for now.
Bookity bookity dook doo.
except for the. But I want to whisper this. There's no golems around, right? I don't want to mess up again. Are we alone?
Where do you guys run to? Just outside of the front yard?
Yeah, like right off the porch.
Yeah.
I think we should
Okay.
get away from the house, like 20 to 30 feet. So like basically a yard away.
Okay. If you guys are in front, you see that the golems are back to working on the stairs. You can just see them through the glass of the front doors.
Did I just go through a wall? I think I went through a wall. Hold on. There.
Oh, I messed up too.
Okay. So we're out. So like that on our map we have like a gravelly bit next to the porch and then like some vegetation. When we exited, did we exit towards there?
Sure. I don't know.
Or is this the fence? What's this? What's this thing? I'm pinging it right now. It's like a it looks like it could be a fence. Did we hop the fence?
You know what? It's just a little
Thing?
it's a little thing. It's a little
Yeah.
sort of place to kick mud off your feet.
Okay. So
Little stones and everything that you can just kick your mud off the feet.
can we
I think we should be a little further away,
go
personally.
like right over around the corner
Yeah.
so we can like
Yeah,
reconvene
that's what I think we should do.
and we can talk without the golems listening to us?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so you guys are just out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's best.
You guys are now free to discuss. You are outside of combat.
All right. So, Revenant, is your rat? So, guys, I know you thought I was concussed, and I'm not saying I wasn't. But also, shoot, I figured out what makes the golems vulnerable.
Okay, what is that?
They have like almost like a human soul that they're connected to, and your rat Revenant can go find that and maybe hurt it. But if we hurt that little soul thing, they'll die. but they're not gonna really die any other way. Like slashing, piercing, all the things we could do. Even my cool magical hammer that my grandfather gave me won't hurt them.
Have they tried fire before?
Yeah, everything.
I could just turn them into a pot of some sort.
It's still wouldn't be.
So, roll me an Arcana check, Revenant.
The dice is rolling with the voice effects. I love it.
Scariest dice ever.
Natural 20 plus 5, 25. Oh no,
You
plus oh no, yeah, just 25.
you actually think fire may heal them. Based on your knowledge of clay golems and what little you know about them, you think it's a high possibility that fire would just heal them.
I never thought all about golems, but apparently this revenant guy that I'm attached to, this cut here that's taking a little sleepy, knows that fire would actually heal these fuckers. So I think you should listen to this guy because he poured me out of a book called. Never mind, it's a very bad book. And he's smart enough to figure that out. So yeah, let's not try fire. My personal idea is we just like, excuse me, what's your friend's name again? Who is this cunt that I'm attached to?
That is Revenant that you are attached at the shoulder to.
All right. And as you guys are having this conversation, you hear at your feet, squeak.
Oh God! What the hell? Oh.
There's a little skeletal rat. And
He's fucked.
it runs up to the dog, and the dog arm skull thing hops on its head and bites it directly on the forehead. And the skull bursts open in blue fire and dissipates, reforming Revenant's arm, who stumbles around almost drunkenly.
Let me tell you, we'll not be doing that anytime soon. Holy shit. I have the most massive hangover, and all I did was eat a fucking tooth.
Squeak.
Oh, Scraps, hi!
And like it's putting its little paws on like its rodent hips. Squeak. It's just looking at you.
Can I insight check him?
I think your little friend is
I think
mad.
you can just understand what it means.
Your friend is mad you left him inside with the clay monsters.
Squeak, squeak. No.
Oh, that's
squeak.
not it at all. Ignore me.
Squeak.
Did he find the Kim? Little scrappers. I'm gonna scratch his little ears. Remember, we were friends. I scratched.
And he like shakes his paw.
No, he
at
doesn't
you,
like
just
being called.
Not right now.
He doesn't like
Not right
being
now.
called that.
He liked it when I scratched his ears before.
Right, guys.
Squeak.
Scraps is trying to tell me something. Are you mad at me because I'll turn my arm into an undead dog?
Squeak. And you can tell based on your decades with this rat that what he means is that was an untested spell, and shame on you for doing it at a critical moment like that.
But hey, yeah. I've been telling you, if I can't experiment with my own body, then whose body do you expect me to experiment with?
Squeak. And you know this means, what about that Cathar guy?
Now we need him. He gives us the brekkie in the morning.
Squeak.
Actually, you give me the brekkie in the morning, but you know what?
And he nods to that.
You know, Mr. Cathar offers brekkie in the morning.
Squeak.
Okay, we'll talk about this later. Okay. So, Scripps, we need you to find some papers, right? You said there were papers, right?
Maybe they could be papers, but they're like they look, I think, like the golems, but they're tiny. And there's what keeps them connected to their spirit.
And Ruin, as you feel this, you as you say this, you almost feel like the whisper of a little oak stick being smacked across your head again, and you remember the word Kim.
Kim, Kim. Oh, I have it. Gollum Kim is the human soul. Does that make any sense to you, Revenant? I'm
Yeah,
hoping.
the Golem Kim is like a human soul. It's what binds them to this world. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Scraps, can you find a Golem Kim? 3 of them, preferably?
Squeak.
All of them. See if you can find all of them.
Yeah, all
Well,
of them
there
is
were
the
3
best.
golems that we saw, right? Okay, if you find more than 3,
And then
actually
squeak,
shred them.
squeak, 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 squeak,
I know
That many?
squeak.
Fucking hell.
it's a lot.
Right. I want you to find these golem chems, and I want you to shred them. Every single one of them.
Squeak.
And then
You understand that to mean, what does a Kim look like?
I actually don't know what a chem is.
And this is just DM question for you. So we're essentially talking about like a piece of paper with like a spell on it that kind of binds that allows the golem to walk around and have sentience, right? So it's just like a
Actually, this is what Zermos understands it to be.
yeah.
I think what he's saying is there's a spell almost like a scroll, but not as big. It's just a small piece of paper that is the thing that is going to keep the golem alive. If Scraps can just Scraps, it's this big-ish, and what you're going to do is you're going to find it and destroy it, however you see fit. You know what? Any small papers, just destroy them.
Okay, so Scraps just like salutes emphatically, jumps off, and runs back into the house
Oh, can I go with him?
as
As a little spider again or something.
Or a rat.
you want to go as a rat.
I can go as a rat.
Okay,
Yeah, I will wild shape into a rat and follow him and help
all
him
right,
find
and you can now understand him perfectly. So this is the same with me and Mikey now, I guess.
it.
There was a chest underneath the stairs. I suspect that may be where anything important is.
Just under the stairs. I don't think that they'd notice us, so let's get a move on.
They took
Follow
no
me.
notice of me earlier.
Yeah, they're
One of them said that I was a pretty rat and tried to give me a piece of cheese. I appreciate the effort, but it seems senseless.
yeah. I mean, if he could look at you and see that it wouldn't do much, but let's scoot over there and get those chems and get to scratching, shall we say?
Okay, roll me sneak.
Got your sneaks. What's my modifier?
As a rat, I'll let you know if you need to know about the modifier.
So I just rolled a d20. I got a 9.
Okay. And let me see their wisdom. Okay, you beat their passive. You just roll up underneath the windowsill up into the main foyer there, and you see this just wrecked set of stairs leading to the second floor that's almost completely impassable for a human. And these golems are working away at it, and you follow Scraps as he goes around to a little closet that is just underneath the stairs. You assume it's some sort of coat closet, and sure enough, there is a little chest inside the closet. It's just roughly framed in. There's not much covering it, but you can probably try to open it up.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to open that bad boy. Pull the little cover
Give
down.
me a strength check,
Ooh. 12.
and that's going to be at a -4.
Oh no. I mean,
But you get to roll with advantage because Scraps is helping you.
okay. So the first one was a 13.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. The fifth is 16.
All right. You guys get it open. And there's like a whole bunch of little correspondence in there. but you see almost these terracotta scroll tubes inside.
Hmm. I think we have hit the mother lode, my friend. What say we get
What is a mother?
I'll tell you.
Didn't ask what a load was.
He knows that one.
I know what a load is. It is shit.
Forget that. What say me and you get to destroying these things so that we can be safer inside this manor?
Huh? Huh?
All right. And he like picks one out and he like chunks it up.
Yeah, I'm doing the same.
And okay. There's a sound of breaking clay. And there's a rolled up parchment inside there. And I'm gonna roll.
Can we see anything? Like, do we see the golems fall apart or anything like that?
All right.
I think I'm just getting it open.
And okay. Yeah. You make short work of that. You smash them all together. The golems apparently can't hear the sound over their own labor.
Sweet. All right, good job, Scraps. We don't have a lot of time to talk, but we should do this again sometime.
You protect the master, and I will protect you.
Sounds like a fair trade, my friend. And we just
All right,
scratch the shit
You
out
can
of him.
read, right?
Yeah.
What languages do you read?
I read. Is that my reading would be what I speak, right?
Yes.
I speak common and goblin and druidic and infernal and orc.
Okay. The language is very similar to the way Druid is written. You want to roll me an intelligence check?
I can do that. 16 plus 2, 18.
Okay, it's very ancient and archaic, and you can tell there are some verb syntaxes that haven't been used in ages, but you can read it.
I read it. What does it say?
And I'll just go ahead and do it in the golem voice because that's what makes sense. Golem, thou shalt recite thine kim upon request. Golem, thou shalt toil all thy days. Golem, thou shalt not harm or through thine own negligence allow harm to pass on to another sapient being, except when so instructed by recognized authority. Golem, thou shalt serve a master. Golem, protect thyself except against thine master. Golem, be ye fruitful in thy toiling. Golem, if thou fail thine kim, return to the dust from which thou was fashioned.
Okay. So just like what we learned already, by destroying this contract, they can't exist here, right? Like that's the
Right.
I bite the shit out of it. I just start
And
chewing it up and ruining it.
You see one of the golems, you two outside see one of the golems drop a beam on another golem's head and fall over and just almost melt into a pile of clay mud.
I think it's working, Revenant.
All right. And this happens again and again with these clay figures just falling down.
Scraps, give me a hand with this. I think this is what we were supposed to be doing.
Scraps is doing it as well, and you make quick work of this, and all 5 golems are gone. There's just clay on the ground.
Okay. I think our work here is done, little friend. Let's get back outside with the others.
All right. He follows you outside.
And then I will come around the corner. We're all hanging out. I will wild shape back into my normal state with Scraps chilling in my antlers.
Roll me an animal handling check.
Easy. Woo. Animal handling is +5, so that's an 8. I rolled very badly.
I'll let you roll with advantage on that since you had such a good little session with him.
That wasn't much better, but I'll take it. 13.
Yeah, he's riding up in your antlers. Just
There's some trolls
You
in
guys-
this house. There's some. Hey, everybody. Did it work?
Yeah, they all crumbled and dropped things on each other. There's complete chaos in there. That might not be great for us if we're wanting to actually go search, but at the same time, no golems to throw us through walls. Any of us. Like-
squeak.
Oh,
Scrapes, you have fun on your adventure with Zermus?
Squeak.
You know how much of a handful he is to deal with now, right? You see what I'm dealing with? You know, I have to hold his hand. Now you had to hold his hand.
Squeak, squeak, squeak.
oh,
You're
just
too
let
generous. You're too generous.
let him think. It's
All
fine.
right.
Just let him think it. I'm not offended.
And then
No,
I'll take him
he's speaking
down.
good of you. Don't worry.
I'll-
He's speaking good of you.
I'll take
Go
him-
Fuck off.
I'll take him down off of the antlers, and I'll hand him over to.
And Revenant, he has also informed you that there were more papers in that chest than just the chems.
Oh shit! I didn't even look.
Squeak.
So Scramps is saying that there's a lot of interesting documents that are wherever you guys were. So I think we could start there. We could comb the house, make a day of it.
I think we should definitely do it while we have the advantage. Like no one knows that we're here and aware that this is a good place to find information. So I think we should strike while the iron is hot.
I agree. Onward.
All right. As you guys go through these papers in this chest and just try to avoid the muck and try to just shake the clay off of envelopes and stuff like that, just go ahead and roll me investigation. Just one of you, please. Probably Revenant.
Okay, cool. Good.
Can I roll with advantage?
You're getting the help action from everyone else. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. 18 and oh my god, my luck is insane. 20. So 20 plus that's intelligence, right? Investigation. 25.
All right. You seem to be able to not only figure out what these documents are, but basically create a timeline. Apparently, there's a place called the Department of Acquisitions, and they put in orders for different things they want from around the world. And someone put in an order for Mine Top.
I would relay all this information.
Yeah. And yeah, you also notice that the order coincides with the exact time that you guys started suspecting that you had a silver mine going dry.
Oh.
This doesn't make sense. Why would
There's
someone...
also mention of different teleportation surcharges and mixed with animal handling fees, and those are bundled together like they're together. And it's the animal handling has a comma beside it, and it says "or eater."
Ore eater?
Ore eater. ORE.
Do I know what that is?
Silver ore is what you suspect. You don't know what that is, but you know what ore is, and you know what eating is.
Do I know what basilisks are?
Probably, but I don't know if it would make sense to pair those together. But
I was just thinking because
you-
they eat rocks.
Also find some correspondence there between Mr. and Mrs. Gelfos.
Ooh.
And you get an address. 241 Hillview Road, Duplex A, Brass Vein, Ielton Empire.
Can you do that one more time?
I got it.
241 Hillview Road, Duplex A, Brass Vein, Aielton Empire.
And just I don't know for
And-
the people who maybe can't spell great, how would you spell Aielton?
Aelten.
That's exactly how I was spelling it.
Yep, me
Yep.
too.
And
Right?
everyone roll me perception. Everyone.
I thought you were gonna have us roll spelling.
Roll spelling.
Right?
17.
Okay. You
Six.
hear a, you hear a shoo from another room. Revenant, what'd you get?
I also got a 17.
You hear a shoo from the room where you found the teleportation circle.
Oh, fuck. Guys, I think there's someone here. Right?
And you said a 17, right? Both of
Mhm,
you?
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a dank smell.
Ooh, that's not good.
Oh, wait a minute. I know that smell. Um, everyone follow me closely, but I think there's someone that you should meet.
Wait, a dank smell or a dank smell?
Is that
Hmm.
going?
Hmm.
Okay, okay. Now it clicks in my head.
So
I'll follow
yeah,
Zermos.
I'm gonna walk over to the room with the teleportation spell.
As you walk over to the room with the teleportation spell, and there are 3 people in leather armor and fine blue cloaks. And it's Captain Jessica Brute, and to her left is Bruce, and to her right is Jeff
Mm-hmm.
in her uniform.
Hail and well met.
Hail and
Wait,
well met,
well met.
Zarmos.
Hold on, I know you two fuckers. You two cheeky twats
Oh,
trying to rob Mr.
No.
Cathons.
That wasn't us. That was somebody else.
Oh, it was someone else, right? Yeah, it was someone else pissing their way away from us.
Excuse me, but I'm aware of their somewhat unsavory history. They got taken up 3 weeks ago, and I figured out what kind of people they were pretty quick. And people like this, it's better to have them on the inside pissing out than on the outside pissing in.
I've said that several times about several matters. I agree.
So, congratulations. You guys do have acquisitional amnesty. That was,
Acquisitional amnesty.
we have this nice teleportation circle here, though, and I figure we should put it to use. You are not under arrest currently, but I need you to come with me to the watch station for some questioning.
Well, questioning about what?
Specifically, the deaths of some contractors. And again, you do have acquisitional amnesty. You're not under arrest. You won't be under arrest. But I figured I better get to you before the papers do on this.
Oh,
Can I roll on like insight on whether or not I think he's being honest? Sorry, Jessica. I mean,
Jessica's being honest. Yeah,
I got a 6.
you're not sure.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
now,
You know, I'm also gonna insight check her because I don't know if I trust this stinky person who smells like dank. 13 plus shit. I keep forgetting what insight is. Is that wisdom?
Wisdom plus, yeah, wisdom
Yeah,
modifier.
so 17. 17.
All right. You think she actually seems incredibly honest. For one thing, she didn't lie about Bruce and Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my friends, I've spoken with Jessica. She's a druid as myself. We've spoken in the cross circle. I understand that you are trying your best, but you have to understand that due to recent circumstances, we're very slow to just go with you to anything.
Let me put it this way. Talking to me is the easiest option that will ever be presented to you on this day.
Hmm.
If you don't talk to me, there are going to be other people who want to talk to you.
Well,
And
all
they
for
will.
one, all for one trust you. So
I am literally meaning that if I don't solve this issue now, they may get the entire military involved with this situation.
Oh, we don't want that.
Yep.
yeah, let's not try to piss off some God-given empire. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Any objections? No, no. Okay, let's
No,
go.
Jessica's never led me astray thus far, so no reason not to stop trusting her now.
I
You did
mean,
this person like 2 days ago. You just told us you met them like what? Okay.
Yeah, but it's been the longest day this year.
yeah. I've been telling myself that for a very long time, so I definitely relate.
The city that we were in just got, moved.
It's happened to a lot of people.
Yeah, but we're dealing with it right now, and it feels like a lot.
Yeah, no, that's.
I'm just tired.
I wish I could tell you you were alone in dealing with this sort of situation, but I can't.
It's
What
all right.
I can tell you is
I'll be all right.
we have a room at the watch headquarters that is not a jail cell, and we can sit down and we can order some takeout and we can just have a nice conversation about this. Okay?
That is quite promising.
Do you guys do takeout on the surface?
I mean, I usually just eat something from nature, but if you've got like, I don't know, a good Vietnamese restaurant in mind, I mean, perhaps we could try some pho.
I don't know what that is, but we'll get you something.
I would
You
like
like
some
that
roasted
gluten-
chicken legs. Oh my gosh! And then some of those buttered apples, like they're scones, but they've got like the apple jelly in them.
I feel like I'd have you guys more at rest than I meant to. This is still a serious situation.
Oh, we're very serious about food.
We just like to, we have to, because you can't face a challenge without getting the right sustenance. You are what you eat.
Vitamins, minerals, all important.
All right, so you have my word that you are under my care currently. Remember, you are in custody. You are not under arrest. There will be no handcuffs, but you will be under our protection and our responsibility for the duration of this questioning.
Well, I guess we might as well start getting it over with quickly rather than later.
All right. And she steps onto the teleportation circle. Come on, then.
Revenant will step onto the teleportation circle.
Everybody make sure that all arms and legs are inside this thing. I have seen some ugly situations.
I'm gonna do like a little kid and kind of like when she says that, like, oh boy, I don't trust magic.
I kind of Zermo steps on, but then he kind of leans forward to make sure his antlers aren't caught sticking out behind him,
Yep.
and he curls his tail up.
And like she's like actually like pushing you all just inside a little bit.
I don't mind.
It's a tight squeeze.
She's
No,
like-
I feel like I got.
and she
legs
like
and elbow.
sniffs really quick, and she's like, "Bruce, I gave you that to use off duty. Come on,
Hmm.
we're trying to run a responsible operation. You know what? No, not going to make a big deal of it."
You got any of that left, Bruce? Asking for a friend.
No, me.
No, it's fine. We'll hook up after the takeout. Yeah, just I'll catch you later. Yeah.
The apple jelly, right? So good.
Yes, apple jelly is what it is called.
Yeah, Yeah, I have a lot of apple jelly at home. And you guys, boom, and a little bit of yellow light appears around you, and it descends, and you are in a very busy office setting. And there are people running around, there are people writing papers, and there are lines of people just waiting at different queues and stuff like that. And there are other teleportation circles in a line, and there are just lines for the teleportation circles and stuff like that. She's like, okay, don't make contact with anyone. Do not make eye contact with anyone. She walks you down the marble floors. Roll me perception.
Not one.
Not great.
The marble's really
Okay.
pretty.
Not one.
Okay, something's bugged because. Okay, fucking hell.
You can just tell us what it is.
Yeah, it's a black.
It's a 20 again. It's another 20.
I'm allowing it.
I got 6.
Okay.
We need you.
Revenant, you see the guy you killed in line for a little booth that says contractor insurance claims. Just like arguing loudly with a woman who's at the desk.
The dwarf?
The drow.
Wait, the drow I killed?
The drow you killed is arguing with somebody.
Fucking hell. Fucking hell.
And like
I fucking
Captain
hate
Brute
drow.
like puts a hand on your shoulders like don't make eye contact. Don't make eye contact. Don't draw attention to
Yeah, I'll
yourself.
try not to make eye contact through these goggles, mate. You fucking daft?
And you see the drow like his ears perk up and he looks around
Ah, shit.
and like Captain Brute like puts part of her cloak around you. Like you guys walk out and you get onto the city streets and you go down these huge steps. These huge, it looks almost like stone, but it's too perfectly formed to be stone. Like if this were to be made out of stone, it would have to be a giant block of stone and then just carved out of it. And that just doesn't seem right. It seems like it was shaped. And she walks you down, she turns right, and she keeps going. And there are huge buildings, like some of them 10 stories tall around you. Some of them look like they have more windows than they have walls. And she just walks you down, and she walks you to this simple stone building. And she opens the door, and you see other people in her almost her same uniform, but not quite as nice, walking around and talking about things. And they're all writing things down on papers, and they're talking to people, and there are different lines, and it seems pretty lively in here. She just like again puts her cloak around Revenant specifically and walks you back through. And she's like, oh shit.
What?
It's the press. It's the press.
Would they recognize us?
Bruce, Jeff, cause a distraction. And like Bruce immediately like picks up Jeff and throws him through a window. There's shattering of glass, and Captain Brute's eyes raise, and she's like, well, okay, that's a distraction. And like these people in odd hats with little tickets sticking out of them like run to check out what's happening as Bruce hops out the window after Jeff and starts punching him in the face. And she like takes you into a side room while their gaze is distracted, opens the door, and she's like, okay, have a seat, and I guess somebody else is going to have to fetch us that takeout.